Alrighty guys, who's buying gold right now? Who's in gold right now? Welcome. What a start to the day. Sent it into the Discord as well, guys, so hopefully some of you managed to get this. I'm running a gold buy, buying at the moment, 17 pips in profit. Job done nice and early. Still going to be options moving forward, so don't go anywhere, don't stress it. We will see what we can come up with, but nonetheless, cracking start, so really happy with that. Early W's, that's it, Franco. Alrighty guys, let me get this show on the road. I'm live on TikTok as well, guys, so if anyone is on TikTok, welcome. But to those of you on YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, and as always, very good evening. Currently 26 pips in profit on a gold buy. Nice easy work, to be honest. Hopefully some of you are in it. Did mention it in the Discord chat, running gold buys. Did mention Discord chat was going to buy gold if it broke its own high again. It looked good if it was going to break its own high again, so definitely had the warning to be on the lookout for an entry. So nice early start, and it is what it is. Well done. So we'll see what we can come up with moving forward, as always, on both GJ and gold. Good news is charts are trending again, so obviously with the lack of volume probably from yesterday from the bank holiday, and also with the news about for the pound, there's a lot of news about again today. We've got the official cash rate statement coming out later for the pound. That is, what time is that for you in the UK? It's 9 PM my time. I think it's midday or something your time, roughly. And plus unemployment claims to come a little bit later on. So the unemployment claims, the forecast is for it to be less than the previous. So if it comes out as per the forecast or less than forecast, it's a positive for the US dollar. So let's just see what it says here. So actual forecast is good for a currency. So yeah, if there's less people claiming unemployment, so then as per the forecast, it's deemed to be good for a currency moving forward. So we'll see. If there's less people claiming unemployment, I would have thought that means there's more people with jobs spending money, raising inflation, but little do I know. So anyway, without further ado, guys, the dog's ready, I'm ready, let's get cracking. So let's get started with GJ. I've got my runner safely at break even. You know, I secured a majority on that push up to 25 pips just then. So nice early start on gold. All right, so let's have a look at GJ. So the good news is GJ looks okay as well today. So this is pretty much the drawings from yesterday. I'm just going to remove them though, and we'll redraw those. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just got to answer a message quickly. And if you could, guys, make sure you guys know exactly what you need to do right now. Ask one request. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get the crowd into the stream. You know I do my best work when I have numbers. I don't like streaming to a few people. There's just no point. It shits me to tears. My run's just been taken out on gold, by the way. So, all right, let's start with GJ as per the usual. And looking at GJ, so the weekly, very strong bullish candle. So we can see, respect below that previous candle, we are continuing to respect support formed on any pullback within the current weekly candle on the 4-hour and M30 time frame. So this rate, we are looking like we will close, likely close. Doesn't necessarily mean we, you know, there's no chance it can flip back. You know, funny things to happen. Plus we do have the red fall news to come later with the official cash rate. So anything could still happen. But just based off the current formation of the weekly candle, I would look for pullbacks within it and levels where we could potentially look to take a buy from support onto the daily time frame. Still showing no signs of exhaustion at the moment. We've had 3 consecutive days here with for this weekly candle high lows, high highs, closing quite strong body candles. Current candle yet to break the high of the previous. We begin to break the previous candle's highs, a high probability will continue to the upside. Let's also mark in the low of the current daily candle. Let's just see what we've got below that level. Seeing we are still playing within these wicks to the left hand side, so price could technically still reject, but at this rate it looks like we have further potential to go to the upside. Onto the 4 hour, and looking at the 4 hour time frame, once again it's still technically bearish in structure. We are moving, trickling back up, no real momentum though behind it. It is just consolidating right now as well, but the good news is above the consolidation looks like we've got some pretty clean traffic to the left. So I'm just going to mark in the resistance to begin, change that to gray, significant level, going to mark in support as well, and below that support also it looks like we might have some pretty clean traffic to the left on the GJ. So yeah, I'm going to keep that level in because this is the level I had marked in yesterday. It lines up with the resistance over here to the left hand side, so I'm going to use the lowest point of that bearish wick as the level where I want to start popping below if I was to consider looking for the sell option. So you can now get rid of the daily candles low. Below that level we're running into a support above the current the previous daily candles high. We have some clean traffic to the left hand side. So for me moving forward today on GJ, my bias, we have the 4 hours bearish, we have the 30-minute structure as technically bullish, and will remain bullish at this rate until we actually close below this support here at 200.440. So I'd be more inclined to look for the buys at this stage on GJ. Also, right where we are right now, you're selling it right into consolidation. For me, not the cleanest area to be selling from. So for the time being, what I'm going to be waiting for is price to pull back to around that 200.8, form a support above that level, which lines up this previous resistance here to the left, and look for my candle price action to take a buy back up towards the current daily / weekly candle high. So just going to adjust this ever so slightly. So that is the options for buys from support. Now, seeing we have created a lower wick in the current daily candle, seeing the bias is to the upside, seeing the current weekly candle is forming a strong bullish candle, seeing the daily candles are creating high lows, high highs. If we begin to pop above that previous daily candle's high, have clean traffic to the left hand side, I would definitely look for my options to take a buy moving forward upon continuation. So that to me would be what I'm looking at on GJ. Now the sells, I only contemplate sells at this stage. We do pop back down to this 200.8, only to reject it and start to close back below at 200.75. At that point there, I feel there's a high probability that price will end up coming back down towards at least 200.5, 200.44 as well. Next support down a little bit below. So that would be at this stage the only time I really consider sells. And it'll be a flip of the micro trend. The daily would have broken its own low. So that would be my outlook today on GJ. Hopefully it makes sense. That's a new overlay, guys. It's pretty cool. Alrighty guys, smash that like button. Come on guys, do me a favor, get the chat pumping, smash the like button. And TikTok, there's a few of you on the stream right now. If you could just also smash that screen for me. And we'll have a look at the gold now. So for those of you in the Discord, you would have seen me comment that if gold broke its own high again, there's a high probability it's going to head up. What happened was this candle wasn't interested in the impulse entry. Reason being, this was the open of the new 4 hour candle, popped straight up, no lower wick. As soon as it popped back down, I was monitoring this to see if it was going to break its own high. It got to the point where I was coming to the right near the closure of the 30-minute. I thought I'd wait for the 30-minute candle to close, hope for it to create a small low wick, and if it breaks the high for 30-minute, easy pickings there for what is a pretty stock standard entry, zone to zone or buy upon continuation sort of play. So for me, that was a simple sort of entry, straightforward entry, did tick the box. Got the W on that, and has since taken my runner out. So moving forward though, let's remove all the drawings. Once again, if you were in a Discord, you would have got an update on that, so make sure to join if you have not done so already. So we've already had one good start, a good trade to start today. Let's see what I can come up with now on gold moving forward. So let's start as always with the weekly, and it's forming now a bullish candle. It's flipped back, it's flipped above the previous candle. We have a high low, high high to the previous candle. So once again, it suggests to me that based off counter probabilities, there's a high probability at this point we will continue to the upside. Now what I'm just going to do now is mark in that previous daily candle's high, and that is the resistance, the high of the resistance on the 4 hour. If we remain above that level, there's a high probability we'll continue to the downside. If we pop below it, doesn't mean we're going to continue to the upside. If we pop below it, doesn't mean we're going to continue to the downside. We may just grab some more liquidity from down below before we head back up onto the daily time frame. And what we can see is a slow trickle back up. Structure wise, it is bullish though. Obviously a bit more volume in a current daily candle yesterday, has to be expected. Very little volume with the US bank holiday. Current candle high low high high. So we are bullish, and we have counter probabilities to the upside. We have some pretty clean traffic to the upside as well. Onto the 4 hour, as we can see, there is that resistance. So structure wise, it is the only time frame that is technically bearish at this point. Making some high lows, high highs within the micro trend, but it won't actually flip any structure until it closes above this high at 2387 at this point. So previous candle, strong bullish candle, current candle has a high low, high high. Hasn't got much of a low wick though, so it still could pull back. And once we go down to the 30-minute, we'll see where we potentially could pull back to the form of support before we head back up in line, or if we were to head back up in line with the strength of the current daily candle. And this could also provide potential options for us to look for a sell upon a pullback, seeing we're at that 4 hour resistance. So we're bearish, but trending to the upside on the 30-minute time frame. We are bullish in structure. We have created a swing point just below the resistance, just at this point here. I'm just about to mark it in. At that point, I'll change it to blue, seeing it's a 30-minute support. So there we go, guys. Below the 4 hour resistance on the most recent push to the upside, we've created a swing point, we've created a support. So it's the most recent support formed on the move to the upside. It's also the level that if we start to close below, we're going to flip the 30-minute structure back bearish. Not only that, we'll be flipping it back bearish at a 4 hour resistance. So that would provide options, in my opinion, to look for a further sell to take it back down towards the current daily candle's low, and the support formed just below that level in anticipation of price could pull back to around that 23.26, where we potentially at that point there can look for support to form to buy it. So for me, as long as we remain bullish in the M30, I'd rather look for buy options. So if we start to close below it, that's when I can contemplate the sells. Good thing is, earlier when I did the Asian session analysis, we were basically just trading into one big zone, and what I mentioned during the analysis was let it create some clean moves, cut through this crap to the left, cut through the resistance and 4 hour resistance to the left, all these wicks, create a clean move. First of all, clean move up, clean move down, another clean move up. That's exactly what it's done. It's as per the analysis I sent in for the Asian session. Once again, if you don't believe me, jump on the Discord, have a look at it later in your own time. It is absolutely spot on, the analysis so far. Could have been options here for a buy, wasn't on the charts for it, got my buy anyway already. And now, what I'll be waiting for is price to, now if we do pull back below, respect that 23.33 sort of level, form a support back above it, and I'll be looking to buy it back up towards the current daily candle's high. So buys above. Now, gonna just not gonna adjust it too much, to be honest. I'm just gonna keep this in for the time being, guys. But if we start to pop below, pop back down towards this support, I'm just gonna remove this zone completely. For the time being, I'm gonna keep it in, because I want to see if we do form a support, create a higher low within this zone, and then we could maybe above the resistance here, and then we could potentially look for a buy. yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for the time being. Might just adjust it to that point there. Nah, I'll leave it. All right, so for me, I'm only really interested in buying gold for the time being. So buys above the high is also an option, guys. We do approach the high with momentum. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Help me out. All right, there's a little poll for you. John, nice one on TikTok. Thank you. All right, so that is gold and GJ, guys. So as for the time being, my focus, to be honest, I like both. I think I like the way GJ's, well, I like it how it's moving, to be honest. I like how it's this level, if we make a clean move down just now, and to me it's going to be a really nice area to start looking for a buy. It's also above that 200.8, which is a level that we've struggled at to pop above. So if we do pop that back down to respect it for the third time, I really think that could be a good chance for us to look for a potential buy. All right, let's quickly look at GU. I'm just going to use this chart. So I did a GU update into the Discord. For me on GU today, it's bullish. The bias is bullish. I will not be chasing these sells because you're chasing into support. There's about 7 pip margin within that move. So all I'd be doing now on GU is waiting for price to react to 127 flat, psychological round number. If we respect that level, we are still bullish in structure. On the 30-minute, we still have a weekly candle forming bullish as well. So also got previous daily was a strong bullish candle. However, we begin pop below at 127, breaking the low of the previous daily candle, which was a weak bullish candle. We break the low of it, start to form a resistance below it. I think there's a high probability at that point there we will pull back further. Flipping to add confidence to it, you're flipping the M30 structure bearish. So for me, sells below 127, buys above it, and that's pretty much what I'll be looking at in GU right now. If it starts to flip now, not a great deal really of not so much margin to look for any potential buys, in my opinion. Running straight back into consolidation. So I'd rather it, if it can't wait for it to see if it comes down lower, and then potentially look for the buy, take it back up. So yeah, that's my opinion of GU. But likely my focus will be gold again today. All right, let's see what we got here today. Franco, good morning to you. Saxy, good morning to you. T-Dog was raining bad here tonight. Really? It's freezing here in Melbourne, but at least it was a half decent day. Honestly, I don't know if it's me getting older. I think it's a bit of both. But I'm feeling a cold like never before this year. But quite a few people said the same thing. It's really, really cold winter start this year. We had our coolest day in, I don't know, 5 or 10 years the other day. Carl, good morning to you. Vishal, g'day to you. Franco W, yep. I hope you got involved. Hope you win it, mate. So I did send it into the Discord. Did mention it. Gold, if gold breaks its own high again, it looks good to continue up. Broke resistance, pull back to create a lower wick, and now looks as though it might break again. Running gold buys. So did mention it in the chat. Plenty of time to get involved if you were keeping an eye on it. Saxy took a small position, hedge a loss. I made on my short. Oh, okay. Frank early wins. Yeah, that's it, man. Exactly. Hannah, good morning to you. Tony Gold, how are you, brother? Gold Sniper. Doc, good morning to you. Hope you're feeling a bit better today. Archer, morning bro, nice trade, bro, killed it. Question for the consecutive bullish candles on the M30 and 15 was not really a problem for you in this instance, right? No, in all honesty, I see that, especially the 4 hour, it tends to have a bit of volume at the open of it. Plus, we had a pullback prior to it. Impulse, pullback, impulse, closed above a resistance, and the way this candle actually pulled back itself, like I mentioned, this candle at the open shot up. I'm looking at, there it goes. Gonna have to wait for it to create the move up and then pull back. But it pulled up to pretty much the high. Then it shot back down to create a slow wick. And at that point there, I was just watching it. I mentioned if it's going to break its own high again, I'm going to look to enter. Took a fair while, so I thought I'd just wait for the 30-minute closure in the end. And to me, that was enough to suggest Reed to get a quick scalp off the bounce off that resistance. So to me, it was valid, definitely valid. Easy 75 likes, that would be fantastic if that was the case. T-Dog, yeah, they're a little over the place, to be honest. Some days are really good, some days it's a struggle, but we'll get there. You guys you know, keep smashing the like button and keep the chat flowing, we'll definitely get there. Ian, good morning to you. By the way, I need to contact you, see if about the weekend. Try to make sense. Nice one. Yeah, to me it was pretty simple entry. When I say simple entry, don't get me wrong, because there's no such thing as a simple trade, because trades can do whatever they want. But as far as the catalyst, the cues to react, to me it was just a clear-cut entry to take. So now we're just waiting. Are we going to respect this level, or are we going to pull back? Just leaving it in for the time being to see if we do respect it. But if we start to drop below it, then I'm going to remove it. All right, guys, let's do this. Who's in a trade right now? And I want you all to answer. There's 33 of you. There's probably some of you who never chat, and that's fine. I respect that. But just for this one occasion, let me know. Are you in a trade? Y for yes, N for no. Don't have to tell me what trade. Don't tell me if it's winning or losing or what the deal is. Y for yes, N for no. Carl, no. All right, so there's a few. Yep, okay. There's a few of you in trades, a few of you holding tight. All right, what are you guys looking at? Let me know. Chat to me, guys. What are we looking at today? Gillian. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right, by the way. Gold. Okay. Oh, GU buys, gold buys. Yep, gold buys makes sense. GU buys. Yeah, to me, GU also makes sense to buy it because it is in an uptrend. However, it's not sure where to buy right now. Like I mentioned before, I prefer for it to come down lower to buy it. Franco GJ sells. Yeah, right now it's in the middle. I still prefer to buy it, but there's nothing for me just yet. All right, let's watch gold as well. So still obviously a lot of time for this count to go. 27 minutes. It could still flip back bearish. Now, had this been in a downtrend and had we been at a resistance, I mean back below a resistance and just range bound or like I said in a bit of a downtrend with bias as bearish, that would be a perfect catalyst look for a sell if this thing flipped. Bearish engulfing, M30 closes bearish with long wick to the upside. But for me, it's definitely not a sell right now. It's it's in a very strong uptrend at the moment. We're hovering at that resistance, hovering just above it. And right now we're pushing back above. So had that been lower down and had the bias been either neutral, that would be an option to potentially sell it, but not in this case. On this instance, I'd only be focused on the buys in gold. I think it'd be really a bit of a cowboy entry if anyone wants to look for sells just now on gold. Personally, in my opinion. And the weekly is now broken the high of the previous. Everything screams further potential upside momentum at the moment. The 4 hours is the only thing that's bearish in structure, but even the candles on the 4 hour bullish, and we've got high highs, high lows. So alrighty. What do you think of the new overlay, guys? Designed by yours truly. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's for YouTube. If anyone in TikTok's wondering what the hell I'm talking about. All right, let's try to spam this chat. So what? All right, what are we gonna come up with? GJ, is GJ a buy or a sell? Because we've got a few different opinions in the chat. Let's spam chat. What do you guys think? GJ, buy or sell? That could make for an interesting stream. That's not a bad idea. Where the chat majority rules, and that's a trade you take. That would actually be a pretty interesting stream, to be honest. Like a side stream where you have like 1K in an account and chat calls the trades. You put the poll up, are we buying or are we selling? And whoever wins, that's the direction we trade in. Something to think about, actually. That might get the numbers up. I think that's pretty cool. Franco's got to sell? Okay. Anyone else? Who else has got an opinion? You 1K blow by a chat? Yeah, probably in 3 streams or something. All for what? Good day to you, my friend. Thank you for your support from India. Welcome from Australia, my friend. Roger. I say wait on 1 hour, see more London Open. Yep, I agree. I definitely agree, because for me it's still a buy right now. And let's see on gold. Approaching these highs, for me there's no confirmation to take the impulse entry. I'm just patiently going to wait for the 30 minutes close, and it could be options to buy it again. Russia, 1 hour wait for perfect entry. Yep, potentially. Clarksonization, good day to you. Ranging but still a buy. Favor USD CAD. I'm just waiting for you to ask for AUD NZD. You know what I think of that. All right, USD CAD. Quick rundown. Weekly, bearish. Looks really choppy though. Daily, structure-wise, bullish. Consecutive counts to the downside, lower highs, lower lows, but not really much momentum. Current candle pulling back quite considerably into that previous daily candle. 4 hour structure is also technically bullish, so you got bullish daily, bullish 4 hour. Weekly was bearish. Getting old, guys. Can't remember. Like a fish. 5 seconds later, forgotten. That's so not true, guys, by the way. I used to have this 6-foot aquarium, and they knew exactly what was going on. They knew what time it was feeding time, and they're a lot more intelligent than what people think. All right, so 4 hour is technically bullish. Just range bound at the moment, consolidating. So below support 1.37 roughly, looks quite clean to the left, down to 1.368. Above the resistance to 1.3725, it looks quite clean up to 1.375. So at this rate, there are your options. 30-minute time frame is technically bearish. We'll flip bullish on closure above this level here. So I would say it's right in the middle right now. So obviously buys above the resistance, sells below support makes sense. Otherwise, just trade the range. So if it does react and reject 137.20, I'd be looking for the sells. And likewise, if it comes back down to that support and respects it, I'd be looking for the buys. Right now, what you need to realize is you're right in the middle of this garbage. You're right in the middle of the range. It's not trending. It's just consolidating. To me, there is absolutely nothing to do right now with it. Plain and simple. Just need to chill, wait for price to move to one of those levels, or you can look for an option. So let's watch gold, guys. Ranging but still buy. Clarksonization, yep. Steve, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Welcome, my friend. Nothing for me at the moment, in the middle. Yep, I agree on GJ. Exactly my sentiment at the moment. Nothing just yet. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, guys. TikTok, anyone got questions? Let me know. Feel free. Let us know, guys. Let's get the TikTok chat pumping as well, all 3 of you. It's a funny one, TikTok. Some days you got like 60, 70 live viewers, and then some days you got like less than 5. Not working out. It's the same with the content when I post a reel. Honestly, sometimes it will go really quick, like numbers get up, and if it doesn't, it just, yeah. See, they've either got like over 1,000 views or like 200 views. Roger, gold is buy 1 week. So I think you're talking about the weekly, no sell. Gold will up. Yeah, I agree. Gold is a buy. The only time I consider selling gold right now is probably below this support 23.3250. Chef Wilson, good afternoon to you. Can I please take a look at EN currently yourselves? Yep. So we've got two people asking for EN. Got favorite as well, our friend Favor. So we definitely, well, that's not going to do it, is it? NZD. All right, let me clear this mess. So you're currently in sells. Well, it looks like you're on the right side of things, but just by looking at that. So weekly it's forming bullish, but still pull back to, I mean, if you draw that in, it's now rejecting the 50% that previous weekly candle has definitely popped back below it. So let's just quickly use the fib. Yeah, so it popped above it and is now rejecting. So that's the level I'd probably want to stay below if we were to maybe flip back bearish or close a weak bullish candle. Looking at the daily before we look at the 4 hour. So daily structure wise is also bearish. Just consolidating, but we are respecting its previous support here to the left hand side. We do remain below it. As long as we remain below that level, and I feel there's a high probability we will continue to the downside. I'm just going to mark in most recent support, and to the downside, the upside I'll just mark some here on the M30. I'll just adjust this. So the M30 structure is also bearish. So your good news is I agree with the direction of your trade. Now let's see, where were you in? Because looking at this looks good to come down. It's broken its support. It looks good to come down to 1.7490 roughly. That would be, I reckon, the next destination. So for me, I think it's looking good to continue to the downside. If you're not in a trade just now, you probably need to wait. You should be in it already, probably a few pips too late to the party. And that would be your target, this first support. Now, aside from that, if it is just range bound the 4 hour, so as we can see on the 4 hour, so if we do respect that support, then you could look for your options to buy it against the actual 30-minute structure. But in all honesty, and in line with the weekly, so it's not just blind buy at a level of support. At least you got the weekly candle still forming bullish. So if we were to continue bullish, we should respect levels of support formed on the way to the upside, creating a bullish candle. That would definitely be one level that we could come down to respect. So all the buys, I would rather it come down to this 4 hour support, not get involved from the 30-minute support, seeing it is bearish. The bias is to the downside. So for the sells, I mean, I'd rather it, for the buys, yeah, sorry, I'd rather come back down, buy it from that support, take it back up. And the sells, if you're not in it just yet, wait to see how it reacts to the 4 hour support. If it pops below it, lean traffic to the left, good option to sell it yet again. So I'd be all about the sells on EN. All right, gold of 15 minutes closed. It's not a bullish engulfing, so for me, there's no catalyst to buy it just yet. We'll be waiting to see what his 30-minute closes now. We might have an option. Roger, gold make me rich. I'm happy for you. That's great to hear. Chef Wilson, thanks. That's my target. Next support, nice one. Yeah, it's looking good. So guys, target 75 likes. We've only got 22, you know the deal. Already got 1W today. Right at the start. Right at the start of the stream on gold. And let's see if we can grab another one. Been another really solid week. Didn't start well, but once again, doesn't mean we throw everything out the window. Stick to the plan. And since, it's been a really good week again. Continuation of last week. So far, again, a good month. Favor is my logical reason behind your strategy for trading, because chart only shows price, time, and technical. My reason, because it works for me. So if it's logical or not, to me it is. To someone else it might not be. I don't know. Everyone has their own edge, their own way of trading. But I mean, you've been here enough to know sort of how I trade. Analyze a few different time frames and determine a bias, and then I just look to see where we are at on the chart. Doesn't mean I can't take a trade against the bias, but when a bias is overwhelmingly bullish as it is right now on gold, I need a pretty strong catalyst to sell it, and at this rate that catalyst will be back below the support at 23.32. Lux Lifestyle Trader, I really like your approach. We'll definitely check out your content more. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, have a look. I've uploaded a fair few TikTok reels. I'll be uploading more. I've got a series of YouTube shorts which started dropping last night my time, yesterday. There's another one for next 3 days. There's 3 more. There's another one today and one on Friday and Saturday. So at some point jump across to the YouTube as well. Make sure to subscribe, so if you can't find me here, you know where to find me. My watch is telling me to get moving. Favor, is it possible to trade without losing or order hitting stop loss? Of course it's possible when you take a win. So if you trade your edge and you trade your plan and you know there's a high probability it'll be a winning trade, of course it's possible, otherwise you wouldn't be trading. If you're asking me whether it's possible to never take a loss, I would say if anyone told you that, I would run for the mountains, because it's part of trading. You need to accept it. You're always going to take, there's always going to be losses. There's always going to be trades cut with a partial loss. There's always going to be trades cut short with a smaller win or whatever. But if anyone tells you that you've got 100% win rate, I believe it for a little while. Because in all honesty, I was coaching, I've mentioned this story, I still am coaching a lovely lady from the States who went on a winning streak of 2 months, and it's not word of lying. She was training every day, sometimes twice a day. But she's had her setbacks too afterwards, so it happens. You can definitely go on some big winning streaks. I think the longest I've gone is about 16 or 17 wins in a row. Which isn't that many, but it's still pretty good. I went 1 month where, I think it was last August, where I only took 1 loss, and that was the very first trade of the month. Pretty sure it's last August. Carlof, is it possible? Yes, it's possible, but very unlikely. Exactly. 9 minutes, guys. Let's see. We want this to close right up near high. Right up near the high. Don't want it to pull back and leave a long wick to the upside. Does nothing for me. Guys, let's do a geographic location check. So where are we all from? YouTube. I know there's quite a lot of you from UK. Just interesting because my analytics still says that Russia is the #1 destination. Russia, then India and UK. Carl left UK. That didn't sound Right, did it. Why I said Crispy Honeybee, Toronto, nice one. Barman, North Korea, oh really? Is that for real? I don't think you guys have YouTube in North Korea, if that was the case. I think you might be pulling my leg, but who knows, you might be right. Dot, yep, UK, T-Dog, US, nice one. Yep, Franco, Germany. Cody's from Good Morning. Jeff Wilson, Noble Park. No shit, Noble Park, man. I know Noble Park. Or for what? India, yep. Roger, Sao Paulo. Oh, nice one. Brazil to Germany. Brad, Perth. Oh, so we got some Aussies. Springvale. It's a good area, Springvale, honestly. For groceries and that, it's quite a lively area. It's a bit different though. Get some exotic groceries and that. Seeing it's a big Asian community there. So I love my Thai food and all that. So I've been a few times to get some groceries from around there. It's hard to find some of those herbs. Sometimes they have it in that area. Nomad, Ukrainian. Okay, nice one. But now in Malaysia. Spent a fair bit of time in KL myself. Localization UK. Yep, go to Sydney. For you. It's unfortunate. Nah, I'm kidding, man. Silver Fox, London. Aussie, but Italy. Lux, nice one. Whereabouts in Oz, man? Alright guys, there's 50 of you on YouTube right now. Let's get likes up. Need to get it up to around at 75. We're watching gold. So the deal is we're watching gold for a potential buy. Already taken an early buy at this point here. A nice quick 20 pips, and now we're watching it for a re-entry. Now I'm definitely waiting for... It's one or two things. It's either going to be a continuation trade on the following candle. This closes either just above or at the high, or if this closes now, let me got to set up the zoom. I'll set it up so I can annotate. Just one moment. All right, so the next option is what I call the interruption candle play. So if this candle now just starts to take off, closes quite significantly above that bearish candle, like so, minimum about 7-8 pips, what I'll then do is set a buy limit order. First of all, we're trending, and we've got this pause, this one interruption. We're above a resistance. We've tapped into it, we've bounced off it, we've engulfed that previous candle. You're seeing the limit order back at the high of that bearish candle in anticipation. New candle creates lower wick, tag you in, bounce off it, continue to the upside. So that is what I'm contemplating. If it does just begin to pop above and close above in the next 4.5 minutes. So wait and see. I'm not taking the impulse entry because we're coming to the closure of the candle. Plus we've come straight from against the bearish candle, so have to have traveled almost 50 pips just to tag us into a trade. That's something I'm not comfortable with, so I'm just waiting for the time being. Wait for this candle to close, and we could get potential options on the following candle. All right, Discord guys, link is in. You guys know the deal. Enjoy, but you must continue to watch me on another device. Be honest with me, guys. Who's taking an impulse entry if this breaks? You might have your reason, so don't let me put you off. But for me, I'm simply just waiting. Sharon, g'day to you. Took a gold by 23.31, made a nice 1 to 3. Nice one. Yeah, I took a buy on the break of that M30 high, got a quick 20 pips, trying to take it out. Now I'm looking for another potential entry. Queen of trade. My view on gold is to buy it right now, so looking for a continuation buy, but I'm waiting just under 3 minutes for this count to close. Could be impulse entries above the high of the current daily. What I like about the current daily is we've popped above this resistance here to the left. For our resistance, not only that, we've retested it and we've bounced off it, and we're now approaching the high yet again, coming towards a higher time of volume. So if we begin to break again, create a higher high, we're likely to at least push to give us enough to secure some profit. That is my opinion of gold. Rather buy it. Sells, I'm not contemplating at the moment until we at least flip the 30-minute structure bearish below 23.3250. Favor from South Africa, nice one. 2 minutes, guys. All good. If this breaks now, closes well above, all good. Option for the limit order. Call F took entry based on 5 minute 23.42.57. Nice one, brother. Let me see, based on 5 minute, something I've been looking at while using support resistance on 5 minute, very strong moves, 20 pips. Yeah, well, it does have the volume. I used to trade off the 5 minute gold, to be honest, but I just found I was getting caught out a little bit too much. That was probably about 3 years ago. And I stopped trading gold after that for the best part of a year. But then I found my way with it again and trusted it, trust myself trading it. So, yep, nice one. Looks like a pretty solid entry. So we got 45 seconds, guys. I'm just tracking the high of the current candle now. ISC markets. High is just above the round number. So I want to see a low wick, and then I'd probably take an entry just about a pip and a half above the high, whatever the high is in your broker. So for me, that's around 23.4520. Yeah, Franco, but it looks like it's about to not close above it, so all right, so let's see. I want to create a lower wick. Now I've got to set a buy stop. So I've set a buy stop at 23.4520. Now, stop loss, it's quite a wide one. That's all good, because there's going to be ways to manage this. It's making quite a significant lower wick, and if it does begin to flip and break the high and trigger into the trade, there's no need to break its own low again. So you could pretty much just move your stop loss up straight away. So let me check, what was the high of my broker? Yeah, so I've got it just, I've got it basically 2 pips above Monty, good morning to you. Sherwin, for sure, still in buys, waiting for a slight pullback to 23.42. Yeah, it still might come. Franco, you're talking about a pullback to that bearish candle's high. When M30 closes below. I mean, that's not a bad idea as well, but it doesn't look like it's going to pull back that far. Because we are trending. You know, that's valid. That's 100% that's valid. That's an interruption right there. So if it does pull back, there's also a valid entry just here, guys. It's the interruption on the 15-minute. It's still valid on the 15. So you're trending, you got this one pause candle, you've now wiped that pause candle out. We could pull back to tap into that level and then bounce off it, and there's your entry. But if this thing begins to flip, then it wouldn't really be valid. TikTok, if you guys could continue to smash that screen. Apparently it helps. I don't know what it does, but and YouTube 54 on stream. Let's get those likes up, guys. Come on, do us a favor. And if you're not in the Discord, I don't know what's stopping you. It's for free. Ready call to win. Right, let's start the stream on through the Discord on gold. So make sure, let me know if the link's working down below. If not, I will just share it into the chat right now. I think that's the best way to do it. And TikTok, unfortunately, I don't think I can share links. Let me try. Oh, I can. I don't know if you can click on it. No, can't. It's denying me. It's not letting me do it. Right. Anyone contemplating the limit order? Anyone? Let me know. Are we all looking for a buy above, or is anyone contemplating a limit order? So the limit order is that point. The good thing with the limit order, it gives you a better stop loss as well. The cons to a limit order is you're getting triggered in when the candle's forming in the opposite direction to where you want to actually be trading in, to the direction you're trading in. So that's the only real con to it. But right now we're trading, so it would be valid. But for me, I've got the buy above the high in right now. One thing what I think of GJ. GJ right now is just range bound and it's consolidating right in the middle of the range. So for me, it needs to make a move, whether that be to the downside where I look to buy it above the support. If it starts to pop below that support, it's back below the 4-hour range as well, the resistance. So I'd contemplate sells below 200.75, buys above 200.8, buys above the resistance, above that previous daily candles high using daily counter probabilities to the upside at that point there. The bias is technically now bullish. You got a strong weekly candle forming as well, so that, you know, adds confidence to a buy from the support and also buy above upon continuation. Volume just dying off a little bit at the moment. Pre London. "22 minutes until the open." So if this closes a weak bullish candle, that's weak bearish candle, sorry, that's also just adds more confidence to a trade, in my opinion. A weak pause, we're triggering some sellers who could just be grabbing some more liquidity. If we begin to break again, break above the high of previous candle, the catalyst candle, there's a high probability we will move to the upside, continue to the upside. Well, I'm just gonna change my lot size on this. I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna set this up again. Put risk. All right, that's better. Sorry guys, just trying to work out the entry in. What was it? 23.45.20. So if anyone's looking at limit order, you're probably in right now. Yeah, limit order's in. You got about 4 or 5 pips on the table. Sure. Feel like gambling. Swiss yen. There's high impact Swiss news to come, so you must be feeling the urge to gamble. Entry 1 GJ's sorry, gold's got 8 pips, 7 pips on the table. Brad, first time back. That stupid emoji thing's am I with you since Todd? Okay. Yeah, this is my new channel, man. So this is my own thing. Thank you for joining. Glad you found me. Welcome. You got trading gold 2342.9. That's pretty much the high of that candle, I think. Yeah, welcome, Brad. Hope you're well, man. Thank you for joining. So I've gone half an entry at that limit order. TP. TP is where I see fit, to be honest. There's clean traffic to the left, but I generally like to secure around 10 or so. But this is a little bit different this entries. I'm layering in. Brad, congrats. I'll be joining for London sessions from now. Nice one. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I've been, how long now? About 3 months. It's a grind. Stream numbers are a bit up and down. Streams have been going really well. Alright, this M15 is about to close, guys. I don't really like the limit order at the moment because 15 could pull back, create the upper wick, create the low, and then head back down further. So for me, I'm probably just going to cut the limit order at break even right now. It's up to you if you want to hold it. I think I'm going to wait for the buy above. So we've got 15 minutes until London open. If this closes weak, bearish, that to me is going to be a nice entry to buy it at the open as it breaks above the high. Oof. Now it's bouncing. I didn't end up cutting it. I was about to. Got 8 pips on the table on position 1, so might go to break even on that one. Yeah, I might break even on that one. So position 1, I'm at break even. Is anyone in the limit order? Yeah, you got your 10 plus. Closed half. Closed half at 10. Closed half at 10 now. I'm just gonna let it rest run, and we'll see if we get triggered in on the continuation play now. Who's in right now? I know we've got Sherwin in. So trade one is at more than 10 pips. Is at 10 pips, so you're looking pretty good. YouTube, anyone in gold right now in the limit order? Wow, looking good. If we're going to get triggered into the continuation trade, I'd want it to happen very quickly. I don't want it to drag out towards the last 5 minutes or so of the pre-London candle. Reason being is because it is likely, it doesn't necessarily have to, but it is likely to leave a wick in the opposite direction, leave a wick to the upside. So if it does so, if it tags us in the last few minutes, I don't want to get caught if it hasn't hit the first TP in that pullback to leave the upper wick. So just depends how long this drags out for. I may just remove it if it's dragging out too long towards the open of the session. Steve, yep, nice one. I would have thought so, to be honest. T-Dog, all good, man, all good. That was a nice one. Had like, I think about a pip draw now, pip and a half, something like that, max. Secure 50%, nice one. So I know Sherwin was in. Monty. Just wait. You're thinking about just waiting? Yeah, Steve, same. It's already been another solid day after the first W. So W number 2. Ah, stupid. Oops. Sorry guys, just bear with me. I'm just trying to fix this mess at the moment. Alright, that'll do. Alright, 37 likes guys, let's get up there. I'll tell you what, next time we get 100 likes to a stream, I'll do a giveaway. Next time we get 100 likes, this giveaway time. Was in and closed it at entry level. Was scared about, yeah, to be honest, I was about to close it, man. I had my finger very close to, I'm pretty much hovering over close based off the 15, but it started to pop up, and I think had it broken a low of the previous candle, I just would have exited. All right, so it's pumping. Let's see, 9 minutes, so it needs to trigger into that second trade now. If it is triggering, I've got 18 pips running on first entry. And the other entry you probably triggered in just now. And it's moving nicely. So on the other entry, I've been moving my stop loss up straight away. Has no need to break its own low again. Was to continue bullish. Spent the best part of 20 minutes creating a low wick. USD high back news 5.5 hours. Yep, showing. Monty gonna hold till 23.50. Popped up quickly, didn't it? And then rejected. Early close name is 2. My close above that previous high. Yeah, I wanted to make the move soon because I don't want to get caught in that little pullback of the new candle opening as well. $23.45 area of resistance, a psychological level as well, round number. You've closed break even. That's fair enough. Between the two positions, I got 5 pip profit between the two positions. One's in drawdown, the other one's in profit, and between the two of them, I'm 5 pips up. Dawn? Yeah, I mean, I've been in trade for a while. Been the first one. You're late. Can't force it if you're not in though. Oh, it's bopping about a fair bit, up and down. Four and a half minutes until session open. Now I've just closed another half at break even on between the two trades. Just because it's a bit of an arm wrestle right now. So I'm in and out of profit between the two entries. And just to mitigate risk coming towards the open of London. So I secured some initial positions. And either way, the day is still going to end up in a profit. So we'll see. YouTube. do us a favor, hit the like button. 40 likes. We need to get to 75. That's the target. Falling trades. We had a trade right at the very beginning of the stream. Got into a limit order, which is safely in profit just here, and laid into another position. Well, not everyone, whoever was involved. That's potentially the positions they're in just now. That one was perfect. At maybe a 2 pip drawdown. Not even. R3, do you run? Yeah, I've been in for ages, man. Limit order just here. So the limit order was the one today so far. That was the entry. But again, between the 2 trades, I'm around break even on the remaining small position I've got. So I've got one in 11 pip, often the other one's in 11 pip drawdown right now. So end up right now just a nothing trade the second entry. Thank you, mate. Excuse me. All right, session coming to session open. Let's see, how's the 30-minute closing? Yeah, a little bit indifferent. You could cut it, to be honest, guys. If this candle's closing back bearish, it's entirely up to you. But I have a big position remaining, so I'm just going to keep it over for now. All right, London open. And she's dropping. Quite a bit of volume. Volatility at the moment. Bit all over the place, bit erratic at the moment. How about GJ? Still not doing much. Yeah, if this thing flips now, it's looking good. It'll have a good reaction to Asian high showing. Come on, just needs to flip. Paulo's g'day to you. I haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Hope you're well. Oh, he's taking his time. Sure. Yeah, if it breaks those lows, then it's gonna pull back further for sure. Or high probability it will. It's nonetheless, I'm safely in profit for today. BJ not so much. If it breaks so low again, it's going to come down further. It's probably a cue to maybe cut it. Yeah, I think it's probably a good time to start exiting positions, guys, if anyone is in a second position. I've only got a tiny run of left between the lot, so that second position's in a fair bit of drawdown. First entry still in play. I've secured pretty much most of it. I've probably got like 10% of it running, if anything. Literally about, yeah, it'd be about 10%. I've kept cutting half and half, so it's all good. Yeah, I think you'd be out by now for that trade. So what do I call that? It's like one win and one loss and a half win or something. Yeah, so that position would be done. But initial stop loss was way lower down. And the first position the runner is finally out, so 0.86. I'm up 0.86. I'll take that. That's not a bad effort for today so far, so all good. How do we go, guys? Anyone, how do we get out of this? Was it a profit? Was it a loss? How do we go? For me, it ends up being 2 small wins and a loss, pretty much. I have no idea how to label it in a trade's taken, because I've ended up in a profit, but I know a lot of you would not have, so I have no idea. So let me know, how are we going, guys? What's the deal? How do we all get out of that? Are we in profit? Are we in a bit of a drawdown? Fill me in. Small win. Nice one, Steve. Well, for me, I've got 2 wins and a loss. Police EU, yes I can, most certainly. All right, when was the last time we did this? Yesterday, I think it was. All right, so let's look at EU. All right, start weekly, and that to me is, again, the current weekly candle. I remember looking at this yesterday. It's pretty much rejected the 50% that previous weekly candle. It is forming a weak bullish candle. It's an inside bar candle, so not a great deal of momentum. But still, having said that, seeing we are later into the week just now, and we are forming bullish, we'll see once we go down to the 4-hour M30 potential levels that, if we were to respect, we'll likely push back up towards the current weekly high and continue bullish. Or if we pop below it and start to close below it, it will give us options to potentially sell it. So looking at it on the daily, that's the high, so it's broken structure, it's bearish. Previous daily was a weak bullish closure. Let's just mark in the low of that candle and see what we got below it. Above this resistance, looks like we're gonna have some options as well to the upside, so let's mark that in. Current weekly candle's high, down onto the 4-hour. Just gonna mark in this support. 4-hour structure is bullish, so that it's back below this strong level of resistance I remember looking at it yesterday. If you look at the line chart as well, the amount of times price is tapped into this area around that 107.40 to 30 sort of level, and rejected it. It's all bounced off it. It's a really solid level, so I'm gonna mark in the support just here. So it is bearish in structure. I'll adjust these once I go down to the 30-minute. All right, so on the M30, just adjust that. Just do that. All right, that's going to be our zones. 30-minute structure is bullish. So we've got weekly bullish, we've got daily structure, and 4-hour structure is bearish. So the bias is neutral. So for the buy side of things, confluences are, you've got a weekly candle forming bullish, you've got the M30 structure bullish, you're approaching a 4-hour support. So I'd rather be looking for the buys at the moment. So right now I'd want price to tap into 107.30, and I want to see some catalyst start to happen in this level here. So whether it consolidate for a bit and we start to pop above, close above an EM30, nice strong closure above it, begin to pull away from that support. That could be a potential catalyst to look for a buy option. You could look for the consolidation of 15 minutes, so kind of what it's doing now. You've got a pause, I really wanted to tap into this gray zone though first, to be honest. So we've tried to form a support just above it. If we now pull back and tap into it and start to consolidate a bit in the 15-minute, correlate it for 30-minute, closing back strong bullish above the 15-minute consolidation, that to me would be an option to take a buy on EU moving forward. Now, as far as the sells, just further buys, that's basically the only option right now, to be honest. As far as the sells, seeing the current daily is forming quite a strong bearish candle, and the previous daily is a weak bullish candle. If we do pull back to retest this support we've just broken most recently, then I would still look to take a sell upon confirmation of a lower high, take it back down towards the current daily candle's low. So that would be the only point I'd probably begin to trust the sells if we do pull back. Otherwise, below the support, if we do actually begin to flip the micro trend back bearish, create a low up into 107.27, begin to pull away from it, then there's a good chance the price will come back down towards 107.10. So sells below that support, closure below. And buys above it is pretty much what I'd be looking at right now on EU. Hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully make you some dollars later as well. So pretty good day, ladies and gents. Caught some nice entry on gold right at the very beginning, which once again I did mention in the Discord. It was right at the very start when I switched the stream on. What was that? And we got limit order buy, which worked well. Buy upon continuation was the one that went against this. So all in all, not a bad return for today. All good, police, no worries. Cody GJ, is it? No, still nothing. Still just consolidating right in the middle here, just printing barcodes at the moment, absolutely nothing. Roger, 140 rocket GJ. $1,400. Nice one. Be better if you called it prior to entry though. I'm happy when everyone's profitable. I'm always happy, but you get more credit for it if you actually call it as you right when you're taking a trade. No, we're trading, that's it. It's probably the same for me too. I'm in a profit for today, so been another good week, another very solid week after a slow start. YouTube guys, 44 likes. Let's get the likes up. Do us a favor. Give your brother a helping hand. Lend us a helping hand. Let's get it to minimum 50. I want it up to 75, but I don't know. It's a little far-fetched by the looks of it. Gold win? Yeah. Gold's been pretty good. That's pretty, I don't know, it's not a bad idea what I came up with earlier. Where like, I don't know, maybe like a K into an account and chat calls the trade. That can be something to think about moving forward. That will probably get the viewers up. Chat, you guys call. I send in a poll, are we buying or selling? And when? And we limit order, stop order, what the deal is. That'd make for a really interesting stream, wouldn't it? But like I said, it would be my 1K probably gone in minutes, but still. Also guys, some new developments. The website should be up and running probably next week at some point. So that will mean as soon as that's up, the VIP will probably open up. So VIP likely, I might leave it until the start of the new month. So you guys see what you get in the free Discord. Trust me, wait till you see what you'll get in the actual VIP section. So I've been hard at work putting things together. So that should be up and running shortly. Website should be up and running shortly. Yeah, a lot of things to come, which is good. The course is ready as well, guys. You can probably see the little pop-up to the bottom right corner of the screen. Course is also now available. Gold pushing back up. And also just one last bit of housekeeping. Once again, the YouTube members is open and I think it's really good value. Well, the first one is just to show a bit of support. It's $4.95 Aussie a month, I think it is. So it's like £2.70 or £2.80. $3.50 or something US, $3.20, something like that. And it's just more to show some love for the stream, for myself, just some support. Gives you access to some emojis that I made myself. Gives you access to some members only content. Also some early drops on some of the other content, things like that. I will be uploading a lot more for it once I get more people involved. And moving forward, the second tier will be really beneficial for those who don't quite want the full experience of the VIP Discord. Don't necessarily want to be involved in the chat, but still want to have a group to trade amongst, because what that will entitle you to is live MY calls, which will be minimum twice a week, possibly 3, sometimes 4 times a week. But it'll only be for YouTube and the VIP members at that point. So for the tier 2 YouTube members, and even that's not expensive, it's like 15 Aussie a month or something, which is about £8 and about $10 US or something like that. Plus it gives you access to some members only content as well. Yeah, so have a think about that. Steve, good day all. In gold, nice one. Yeah, it's been an adventurous day for me. I've had 3 goes at gold, 2 wins and a loss. Was involved in this move to the upside, got my 20 pips. That was a nice win. I was involved in a limit order on the 15-minute, which was a nice win just here. And then upon the continuation, which ended up in a loss. So is what is. Still ends up in a really nice profit per day. So yes, Steve, you do, and that color will change the longer you stay on board. You get the A.C.T symbol. I will probably do something a little bit different, make it a little bit more appealing, but yeah. Singer, am I still in gold? No, I'm not. Bunty, you still in gold? Okay. Sherwin can maximize entry here. Yeah, I'm all good with it at the moment, to be honest. Oh, how about Nvidia? Oh, this thing is nuts. I think they did a stock split 10-1. I'm pretty sure they've just done it, because that would be 1,350. 56.6 if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, people get aroused when I see a Bitcoin chart after it flies. Look at this thing. Wow. Unbelievable. So tech stocks are absolutely flying at the moment. Hence the reason why NASDAQ is at all-time highs. It just continues to create all-time highs. So everyone's calling for it to crash. There's no sign of it crashing just yet. All right, 48 likes, guys. Step goal number 1 is 50. Yeah, Steve just read that before. So you got a pretty good risk to reward. You got a 20 pip stop loss. You know, wide target. It's a realistic target though, because that's the next level of resistance, isn't it? All right, so I mean, gold buys above the high is still valid as well. Just want to check something. Yeah, it's definitely valid on a few different fronts. Gold buys above the high. Got also a valid entry based on 5-minute. GJ just rejecting absolutely nothing on GJ. Okay, yeah, it is. GJ is just not interested in anything, but also because there is the high impact news to come, so it could be just a bit of a wait. Going to be difficult trading the pound moving forward today until after that, and then you run straight into unemployment claims a little bit later on. So big day as far as news tomorrow. Also, you've got some high impact news. You got retail sales for the pound, which I will not, unfortunately, won't make it to the stream in time for that release. I will be on though. Be on about 30 minutes after the release of that, so hopefully it would have settled down a bit and maybe we can pick up pieces. So the forecast is for big uptick on retail sales for the pound, but if it comes out less than the forecast, then that could have a negative effect for the pound, so we'll have to wait and see on that. PMI for the euro, obviously a big one as well. You got the French and the German, 2 major economies in the eurozone, and also you got for the pound as well, PMI a little bit later on, and also for the US dollar. So big one to end the week. Just be wary of that, guys. YouTube, a couple of you on there have not hit the like button yet. If you could, please do so. Once you gold pumping, no, not really. It's trying to pop back up. So still, as long as it's above 23.41, well, really, as long as it's above 23.33.4, I'd rather buy it either way. As long as we remain bullish on the 30-minute time frame at the moment. That is when I have my catalyst to sell it once we flip the structure bearish on the M30. Well, obviously at that point you're back below this 4-hour resistance as well. Rejecting that level. Still not closed above on the 4-hour. So if we do actually begin to pop back down and close back into this gray zone or below it, then I still feel that could be a play moving forward. Buys above it though, 23.34, sells below 23.32.50. Look at that in the 4-hour. Had you have taken just a clean breakout in the 4-hour, you're still running in profit. So it all translates across all the different time frames, guys, all these entries. I know some people who trade the 4-hour because they don't have the time to watch the charts, to be on the charts for every 30-minute candle. So that would have definitely been an entry. Franco, gold not looking bad on the 15-minute time frame and closing above the resistance again. Yep, does. It's just consolidating just now, but does close above it. It does look good to continue. All right, guys, thank you for the 50 likes. do want 75. Probably stretching it a bit too far. Going to be an issue when you don't have 75 people on stream, but anyway. This is, in this case, this is where the limit order to me is a stronger probability, a better chance. It's valid when you've created an impulse. You've been creating trending, sorry, throughout the day. For instance, create a high, high, low, high, high. You got to pause just here. So we know the market's been trending. So in this circumstance, once you get the engulfing candle closure above that bearish pause candle, to me that's when the impulse the limit order entry is more valid. As price begins to pull back while it's trending, likely going to grab that liquidity, tag you in, get you 10 15 20 pips or whatever, as it did. A lot of the time what I'll do is, if it's to be a fake out and it may have just grabbed liquidity from the upside and ends up closing back in that consolidation, so at that point there, you're best to let it actually test that zone, test that consolidation, bounce off it, and take the entry as it begins to break above the high instead, in my opinion. That's just from experience, so hopefully that makes sense. So in this case it's valid. When it's consolidating, coming from consolidation, it's not valid. You best just take the continuation above the catalyst candle's high. Steve, opening second position at 23.46. Okay, above the high. Yep, that's not bad. Also move first to break even. Yep, nice one. I think it's a really good plan, solid plan. Monty Nvidia did do a split. Nvidia, sorry, Nvidia, it's Nvidia. Yeah, I thought they did. I think another one that's doing one shortly is Gbpjpy, which is owned by McDonald's. It's a fast food chain over in the US. I think their stock's like, I think it's like $1,300 or something as well at the moment for one share. But how's the hype behind Nvidia right now? It's just literally riding the hype train. I know there's a lot of reason as well, fundamentally, for it, considering they're the #1 chip maker in the world. But people are just riding the hype train on Nvidia at the moment. For me, it's just way too late to get involved. Right, GJ trying to push the first 2 minutes of the new 30-minute candle. Sherwin, check out Gbpjpy. Wow, yeah, that's news. I'm pretty sure it was Swiss news. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a lot of Swiss news about sort of cut the rates. Okay. So hence a drop in a franc. Weakness in the Swiss franc right now. Yeah, I'd be looking for support to form to buy it. A lot of the time this news candle is erased quite quickly. So pretty happy with the return. No need to overtrade and force things. Thank you everyone for the follows on TikTok. Appreciate it. Worked on those bottom shoulders today, guys. Shoulders and back. Had a bit of a sore back before I started, so up with a little bit of a sore back. Still managed to smash out the workout. Hardest part right now is getting there because it's so freaking cold. Wearing shorts. I can't wear trackies to the gym. I couldn't be bothered changing that, to be honest. Right, gold just consolidating, not really doing much. Which is alright, maybe it just needs a breather. It's made a pretty decent push throughout the Asian session today, so maybe London's just going to consolidate, maybe grab some more liquidity, maybe make a bit of a pullback, and then a continuation of the trend for MY to the upside potentially, but with the high back news, who knows, a lot could happen. Anything could happen. All we can do is plan, go off our analysis and just wait for things to be ticked off if we are to enter. Who's into the gym here? Let's talk, guys. Ask me questions. What are you guys into? Let me know. I'm asking you guys a question. Hello, football. Whatever code. I know most of you enjoy football. Any gamers or anything out there? Golf's probably a pretty big one. I don't have the patience. What's the best destination you guys have been to anywhere around the world? What is your favorite travel spot? Italy versus Spain today, Franco. This would be a massive one. Monty, golf. I used to be a bit of a weekend hacker, but not for a long time. GJ looks like it wants to make a move, but at the moment, it's just nothing. Very impulsive. It's come from well below the resistance. Could easily reject and come back down. If it goes, it goes. Fantastic. At least it's moving away from this crap into a new range to trade. YouTube? Talk to me, guys. Favorite holiday destination? Caravan park, if it's that. Camping out in the backyard. Whatever it is, let me know. You guys know what mine is. And it's not Noble Park. Jeff Wilson, it's not Noble Park, man. Dot into sports a lot. Keeping. Oh, okay. Nice one. Swimming, teach football. Nice one. Swimming teacher and football. Awesome. Not much of a swimmer. New Zealand has the best. Yeah, I'd love to go there purely for the food, more so than anything else. But I'd still be interested in seeing around. I think Tokyo fascinates me. I love a big city, a modern city. I love Bangkok because it's always buzzing. It's 24 hours. There's always something going on. Yeah, so I reckon I would love Japan, some of the big cities as well, and even away from the cities. All part crazy, too many junkies. Oh man, most of Melbourne's just full of it at the moment. It's become a shithole, to be honest. Steve, Da Nang, Vietnam. I've heard good things about that. I've only been to Ho Chi Minh, Saigon, and that was fascinating, but that was a little bit too crazy. A little bit too crazy. Plus, I didn't really know how it worked there. Whereas Bangkok, I know how it works, and it's more commuter friendly to like pedestrians. Ho Chi Minh, I found you're walking on the footpath and you got some bloody scooter driving up your backside, beeping to get out of the way because there's no room on them for the road, so they ride on the footpath as well. It's absolutely nuts. Bangkok, there's actually a law against that. They used to do it, but now there's a law against it. Maybe because they ran over a few innocent bystanders. Bangkok's not as crazy. It's a step down maybe. Dot, swimming me neither. Teach it better do it. Oh, okay. As long as you can stay afloat. Fullest, Japan's really nice. Yeah. A lot of people I know have been. Goats. Phuket. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Phuket, to be honest. Steve, beautiful place. Then seems like I've seen photos in that. New Zealand, Bangkok, best to me. Yeah, the lady boys are cool, man. I know, because to be honest, you know, I spent a lot of time over there. Most of them are really funny people, and as long as you know what they're like and you're not rude to them, they're so easygoing, so easy to have a laugh with. Yeah, you'd rather be on the good side of things and not the bad side, because they're very, very strong people. But most of the ones that I've spoken to are that pretty cool. So obviously my girlfriend is Thai, so it's quite common over there to see you, and obviously you don't flinch. So to me, it's just another person. I don't judge. Each their own, as long as they're happy. Lots of Russians in Phuket. Yeah, there's Phuket, Pattaya, there's lots as well. Looks like God gonna stop you out. Yeah, let's tap back into that, almost tapping back into that previous resistance. For me, it's still a buy. I would not try to sell this. In GJ, just over a minute until the 15 close. Not sufficient enough of the time frame coming from consolidation. There's still no entry. Well, it's all good. A lot of signal providers right now would have buy stops set and probably in play, but I can't understand why they would. because it's so hard to sit there and watch things. So they just purely run off some up levels and that, and I have like a wider stop loss, bit of a wider target, and I'll say start securing at certain intervals. But for me, it's I don't believe in just setting a buy stop and forgetting, because I'd rather see our price approaches it. So in this case, it's coming from way too far below that resistance. It's coming from consolidation. I'd rather wait for the confirmation and fully accepting of the fact that if it could just go now, it could just burst to the upside and I wouldn't be in it. Would not worry me one bit, in all honesty. The best part of Thailand is Chiang Mai, but the air quality is just shit out there. It's terrible. If anyone's been there, look at this. Wow. What is going on? Yeah, this is popping up, down. It's all over shop, a bit difficult. Never been to Bali, which is probably the most popular destination for Aussies, but I've never been. Probably because there's too many Aussies there. That's the reason. I try to avoid where there's too many of my kind. It's not so much that, actually. I think it's more because they're younger, sort of footy player Aussies. And it's just not my scene. Not into that type of thing. But Japan's definitely something. Look at this now. That's exactly what I mean. Look what it's doing now. Straight back below. Straight back below this resistance. You would not have had 10 pips on the table. So in my opinion, wouldn't have been able to secure. And now you're stuck in some pretty severe drawdown. So that's why I just don't set and forget. Been to Europe? To be honest, my favorite destination while I was over that side of the world was the UK, well, London. To be honest, I absolutely loved it. The pubs and that, the pub scene was pretty cool there. Mind you, I was 27 or 28 at the time, so it was a bit different. Netherlands was pretty cool. The German beer hall in Munich was good fun. Those pork knuckles, oof. Cannot forget those pork knuckles. Melt in the mouth, really good. The beer wasn't bad as well. Speaking of, not had a drop of alcohol in 3 months. Alright guys, what are we looking at? What's the deal? What am I sitting here for if no one's talking to me? DJ's rejecting. There is nothing going on right now. Been a good stream though. I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have. Been a profitable stream for me. I hope for you guys as well. So look, moving forward, GJ just needs to close above or close below at this stage. It's just consolidating. There is no momentum behind anything. Every time it looks like it's going to drop, it straight back up into consolidation. Likewise to the upside, looked like it was about to break. Look what it's doing just now, straight back into the middle. So that's why I don't look for impulse entries out of consolidation. This is the prime example. So you just simply wait for GJ to decide, closes above, tap in, continuation, put a buy. Pops back down now, makes a relatively clean move and stays above 200.8. Then you could potentially buy it. Otherwise, no sells at this stage below resistance. If it pops back down to support and starts to close below 200.75, there's the option to sell it. Gold. Making a deeper pullback. Alright, that's fine. So for me, gold's still a buy. It's a buy. As long as we remain above that 23.32.50, I hope you're looking for the buy option. We'll not be looking to sell it just now. Could bounce off this level at any point it is a 4-hour resistance, so it could bounce off it. So what I'd be waiting for is, well, the 4-hour could be closing back bearish. If the 4-hour closes back below this resistance, that could be your catalyst to maybe take an early sell. So you want it to close somewhat like so. Let me just draw it up. Actually, no, don't worry about that. It's a 30-minute. So you want the 4-hour to close like this. Somewhat like so. So a long wick, only to close back at the low of the range or just below it would be better. Then as the new candle opens up, creates its upper wick, rejects maybe the high of this zone, so the open of that previous 4-hour candle, and it starts to pop below the support formed at the low of the 4-hour on the pullback, then that could be your option to sell it prior to structural flipping. That's the only time I would consider it. So the 4-hour, let's look at it again. That's how I want it to close. Back below, new candle, create that pullback. So upon creating that pullback, would have created a bit of minor support, and its price begins to pop below support. As long as you got the margin, that could be a potential sell entry, take it back down to 23.34. Otherwise, sells are still a better option once the structure flips bearish below 23.3250, and buys above it as long as you respect that level, or above the high upon continuation if this now is just a bit more of a liquidity grab before we continue to see upside when traffic to the left as well. So that is what I'd be looking at on the gold. Yeah, any questions? Hopefully that makes sense. See on nothing. Yeah, I agree, there's not much right now. Yeah, so I think it's a wrap, guys. Once again, if you have not hit the like button yet, please feel free to do so, help me out. I will be on tomorrow from about 7:30 AM UK time. But gold daily, is that fair value? Possibly, I'm not sure, mate. Yeah, it's just what I see based off 30 and the 4-hour. But it probably is. I don't trade fair value up to that. But yeah, so if anyone would like to know, missed the buy on pound Swiss, unfortunately, mate. But if you've missed it, then you just need to reassess and wait patiently for your plan to play out again to present. Yeah, so quickly, guys, make sure to join in Discord. I will send in some analysis on gold, possibly GJ, and definitely NAS for pre-MY. Thank you all for joining. If you'd like to know more about what I do, you can find services down below in the description. You can also make sure to follow me on IG, TikTok, and all that stuff. Guys in TikTok, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. I'll be on tomorrow from about 7:30 AM UK time. Can't find me, jump across to YouTube. Until then, guys, take care, have a good one, trade safe. Good session today, well done, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers, bye guys.